The test incident. It was an ordinary day in college, or so we thought. The test was passed out, its pages crisp and unassuming. But then we noticed it. Stapled to the back of each test was the answer sheet. All of it. Every question, every solution laid bare. A collective murmur swept the room like a rising tide. And then, as if fate herself were conspiring, the teacher's phone rang. He glanced at the screen, mumbled something about needing to step out, and disappeared from the room. The door clicked shut behind him. For a moment there was silence, an electrified stillness that made the air hum. We all knew what this meant. We didn't need to say it. Student whispering, "Use the answers." A decision was made in that instant, unspoken but unanimous. We would copy the answers, tear off the incriminating sheets, and hope he never discovered his mistake. I scanned the answers. They were all perfect. Every multiple choice, every short response. Relief began to bubble up, but then I hit the last question. Draw a flowchart for the process described. I turned to the answer sheet. My heart sank. There in stark black ink were 3 simple words. Answers will vary. Panic prickled at the edges of my resolve. I wasn't about to give up now. I drew the best flowchart I could, tore off the answer sheet, and made my way to the front of the room. But as I approached the podium to turn in my test, curiosity gripped me. I couldn't resist. I glanced at the other tests already piled there. What had everyone else done for their flowchart? I leafed through them, my hands trembling with equal parts dread and morbid fascination. There it was, test after test, in bold, defiant handwriting. Answers will vary. A chill ran down my spine. My classmates had copied it word for word, oblivious to the irony, heedless of the absurdity. It wasn't just a mistake. It was a collective confession hidden in plain sight. I turned in my test, my flowchart carefully drawn, and sat back down, my pulse pounding in my ears. What would the teacher do when he found out? How would he react when faced with a sea of identical, meaningless answers? I wish I could tell you. I don't remember how it ended, but for those few minutes, as the classroom hung in the balance, it felt like we were on the edge of something monumental, a mix of mischief, conspiracy, and the lingering dread of inevitable discovery.